Hey Wildcats, I hope you're doing well. I miss you all and I miss making music with you. And if you're anything like me, you miss playing with our classroom instruments. I know I do. So I thought it would be fun today if we could make our own instrument. If you get online with a parent and Google homemade instruments or instruments that you can make at home, a whole bunch of things will pop up, and it will tell you how to make an instrument with things that you have just lying around the house. Before we do this today, I just want you to know that you need to ask your parents before you use anything to make your instrument with. Make sure it's okay for you to use that thing because we're going to be cutting things, we're going to be taping things. I just want you to make sure that it is okay to use every item before you go ahead and make your instrument today. We are going to be making a Rainstick today. And you can make this with anything in your house that is kind of like a long tube. Today, I am using the cardboard roll that's in the middle of gift wrap. And I already had to tape it because it bent and was falling apart, so I had to fix that a little bit. But you can also use a paper towel roll to make a smaller Rainstick, or you can use the cardboard part of the toilet paper roll, and you can maybe just tape 2 or 3 of those together to make one longer one. Some other things you might need today to make this Rainstick would be something that could go in the middle of the Rainstick to be making the sound to go back and forth. I will be using some rice today. So I have it right here. Again, ask your parents before you use anything. You could use anything small that makes sound. Just don't use anything that's going to go bad or get gross. Like candy would be a really bad choice for this project today. You could maybe use some buttons or beads that you might have that you don't want or you don't need or you don't think you'll use, or you could maybe even use some small rocks from outside. Like I said, today I'll be using some rice, and then you need something to cover the holes securely on each side so none of that stuff comes out. Today I'm going to try using a balloon. I have a couple balloons. I'm just going to cut it, and then you can use rubber bands to keep it on the ends, or you can use tape. I'll probably be using tape. And then you can decorate your Rainstick. So I have paper that I'll be putting around my Rainstick, and then I have paint that I will be using to decorate it. You can also use construction paper. Colored construction paper works really well. You can put stickers on it. You can put ribbons on the end, whatever you want to make it your own instrument. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I take my tube and I also take a balloon. If you don't have a balloon, you could also tape paper around the end of the tube, or any other thing that you can find that would go around the bottom, and you can tape it or whatever you need to do to make it stick and to make sure that nothing can come out the other side. So I took a balloon and I cut the end about that much, just the end off, and then I pull the balloon around the end of the tube. So the first one should look like that. Nothing can come out of that side. It's also a really cool way to make a drum is with balloons. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my rice inside the tube. Since I have a pretty big sized tube, I will probably put more rice in, but the smaller your tube, the less stuff you'll need to put inside. So this is where you'd put your little rocks or your buttons or your beads or whatever you have that you've gotten permission to use. Try not to make a mess. And I'm going to see if I like that amount. I'm going to cover this side with my hand, make sure nothing can come out. And I think that might be enough. After putting the rice inside the Rainstick, I have to cover the other side. So I just cut off part of my other balloon and then I put it over the top. So now both ends are covered like this. And then you can decorate it. And finally, after using some paint and some fun polka dot stickers and some string, my Rainstick is done. If you make your own Rainstick or decide to make another kind of musical instrument from maybe a website that you found or just an idea that you had on your own, that would be awesome. Please, if you do make an instrument, send me a picture of your instrument or maybe even a short video of you playing your instrument. You can even give your instrument a fun name. I would love to see it.